Good morning, children. Welcome to the class. So, children, last class we had discussed about the literals or values. In that, we had discussed string literals. What do you mean by string literals? How to initialize, how to write a string literals with double quote, triple quote, and single quotes, and different step sequence also. What does it use in graphic character? Then types of string in Python, single line strings means that basic strings, then multi-line string. These are the type of string. Then how to find the size of a string. This we had learned last class, discussed in last class. So today we will start our numeric literals. Numeric literals. The numeric literals in Python can belong to any of the following of 4 different numerical types. Often called just integer or int, means integer, sign integer, often called just integer or ints, are positive or negative whole number with no decimal points. So if you are initializing a int means integers. So integers number should be positive, negative, whole number with no decimal number. If you want to initialize any means if you want a result as a number format, not in the decimal point, so you have to initialize a integer short form is int, and this initialization will show a positive, negative number, positive number, whole number with no decimal point. So here in integer we have to give only a number, means number with positive and negative, but not in a decimal format. Then floating point real values. Float represent real numbers and are written with a decimal point dividing the integer and fractional parts. So here in float it is represented in a decimal form. So it is a real number and written in decimal point. So if you knowing that the calculation answer should be in decimal format, so you have to use a float. These are the different data types. We are using integer, float, complex. And complex are the form a plus b j, where a and b are floats and j represents root minus 1, which is an imaginary number. So here a j is an imaginary number and a is the real part of the number and b is the imaginary part. So we are using a complex like this. Then let us talk about literal types one by one. Literal types one by one. Literal integer literals means integer literals are whole number without any fractional part. The method of writing integer constant has been specified in the following rule. So rule is written here. How to write a integer literals, how to use this. An integer constant must have at least one digit and must not contain any decimal. Means at least it has a one digit and must not contain any decimal point. It may contain either positive or negative sign. A number with no sign is assumed to be positive. Commas cannot appear in an integer constant. So here if you are initializing the integer part, so integer part at least one digit number should be there, and that number should not contain any decimal point, and that number should be positive or negative. A number positive and negative, and you are knowing if I am writing -2, so it shows the in front of 2 minus is written there, so it is a negative. And if I write a 2 only, so it shows a positive, number. So it is given here a number with no sign is assumed to be positive. If any numbers above the number no sign is there, so it should be a positive. So commas cannot appear in an integer constant, so you are not supposed to write commas also, and it is not appear in the integer constant also. Then Python allows 3 types of integer literals: decimal, octal, hexadecimal. In decimal integer literal, an integer literal consisting of a sequence of decimal is taken to be decimal integer literal unless it begins with 0. Then 0 means here it is written integer literal consisting of sequence of digit. It is sequence of digit to take to be decimal integer. So here unless it begins with 0. So here it is given here the number 1 2 3 4 41. This all are the decimal integer literals. But in octal integer literals, a sequence of digits starting with 0, in the octal format is starting with 0 and taken to be octal integer. For instance, decimal integer 8 will be written as 0. 8 will be written as 0 o 10 as octal of 8 to the power 10. Like this, it will type like this: 8 at the below 10 and 10 equal to 10 below at 8. Like this, it forms as a octal number, octal integer literals. Then hexadecimal integer literals, a sequence of digits preceded by 0x or 0 capital X is taken to be an hexa integer. For instance, decimal 12 will be written as 0xc as hexa integer. Like this, it calculates all the integer literals with the help of different different types, means decimal, octal and hexadecimal. Then come to the floating point literals. Floating literals are also called real literals. Real literals are number having fractional parts. This may be written on one of the two forms called fractional form or the exponent form. So come to the fraction form. Fraction form means a real literal in fraction form consists of signed or unsigned digit. The rule of unsigned digit, including the decimal point between these digits. So it is mentioned here, the rule of writing of real integer means a real constant of fractional form must have at least one digit with a decimal point. So if you are using a floating point, the first form is fractional form, and here what is the rule of writing? A real constant of fractional form must have at least one digit with a decimal point either before or after. If you are using a decimal, either we have to use before or afterwards. It may also have either plus or minus preceding, means here we also have to use the using the minus and plus sign also. A real constant with no sign is assumed to be positive. Here in the real constant with no sign is assumed to be positive, same as earlier. Then the following are valid real literals in fraction: 2.0, 17.5, minus 13.0. These are the real literals in floating point. The following are invalid, means 7, no decimal, it is invalid. Then plus 17/2 means it is illegal symbol because slash sign is given here. Then 17,250.26.2 means 2 decimal points is given here, and here comma is not allowed. Okay. Then come to the exponent form. The real literals in exponent form consist of two parts, Mantesia and exponent. For instance, 5.8 can be written as 0.58 into 10 to the power 1 equal to 0.58 is 01, where Mantissa part is 0.58. The part appearing before E. The part appearing before E should be the answer. The exponent of part 1 is part appearing after E. So here it consider the rules is given here. The real constant in exponent form has two parts, a mantissa and an exponent. The mantissa must be either an integer or a proper real constant. The mantissa should followed by a letter E or small e, and the exponent must be an integer. So here if you are taking the number of exponent, so here the last means the integer should be exponent should be an integer format. Here is the example is given here. Valid literals after E it should consider as mantissa. Like this it is given. So here how we are using a floating. Now come to the this is given here the example you read it. by yourself. Then come to the Boolean literals. Boolean literals in Python is used to represent one of the two Boolean values, that is true or false. The Boolean literals can either have value as true or as false. So in Boolean we are using a true value and it returns the value as false or true. Now come to the special literal none. What is special literal none? Python has one special literal which is none. The none literal is used to indicate absence of value. It is also used to indicate the end of the list in Python. So the none is indicate as the absence of value. If you are not putting any value, not typed any value there, so it will consider as none. The none value is Python. The none value in Python means there is no useful information or there is nothing there. There's nothing there. Python does not display anything when asked to display the value of a variable containing value as none. So printing with print statement or on the other hand shows the variable constant none. It is given here. See, in means input and out means output, and 13, 14, 15 is given there. It is a line number. So value 1 is a variable. Here value 1 is a variable equal to 10. So under that value 1, what is the values stored? 10. Then value 2 equal to none. So if you want the value 1 number, if you are giving a variable number value 1 and enter the keyboard while pressing the enter key, it should show a value 10 because in variable value 1, 10 data is stored there. If you want to print value 2, then it will not show there. You have to print the value, means it will not show anything. Then if you write a print and then under the bracket if you are writing the value 2, means what you want to print, means in value 2 variable, in value 2 variable what is value is stored there. So none is stored there. So here none will be printed here like this. Now Python supports literals, collections also such as the tuples and lists, etc. But covering this here would make the discussion too complex for the beginning. So we will take them later time. Okay. Now come to the operators. Operators. What are given in the operators? Operators are token that triggers some computation when applied to variables and other objects in an expression. Variables and objects to which the computation is applied are called operands. So an operators require some operands to work upon. So here operator are token that triggers some computation work applied for variable. Means if you are using any variable, so you have to give the expression also what you want to do, and that variable and object will applied for the computation, and this computation is known as operand. So in every operators it requires a operands to work on it. So here the following list is given here about the operators. So come to the unary operator. What is the use of unary operator? Unary operator are those operators that required one operand to operand upon. So here unary plus, unary minus, bitwise, not logical, negation this given. Then binary operators means binary operators are those operators that require two operands to operate upon. Two operands means if you are calculating two digits means 1 plus 1 or 2 minus 2, then multiplication, divide. So here two operands we need to do the calculation. Then bitwise operator means bitwise and or these are the use of bitwise. Then shift left, shift right, these are the shift operators. Identity operators means is or is not. Then assignment operators equal to, relational operators, logical operators. These are the different operators we are using writing the program in the command in the lesson. Then next is punctuators. Punctuators. So punctuators are symbols that used in programming language to organize sentence structures and indicates the rhythm and emphasis of expression, statements and program structure. So how we are using a punctuators in our English subject, like this we are using here also. Means punctuators you are knowing how to use. So most common punctuators in programming language are single quote, double quote, slash, hash, function brackets, then angular bracket, this a curly bracket, at the rate. These are the different punctuators. Okay, then here let us revise this given here, and then children, next class will discuss the bare bones of Python program. Thank you.